Yeah. Brassy girls everywhere, titty ass hands in the air. So party over here, shaking for the man of the year. Man of the year, man of the bounce. Brassy girls everywhere.
Hello guys, we're starting off this video here in the trunk of the Integra, and I'm going to show you exactly why I got this box here. I just got it in the mail 2 days ago, something like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this out of the box so then you guys can see exactly what I got going on. Alright, we got a universal harness bar. As you all know, they don't make harness bars for the DA Integra, but I have figured out a way to run a universal harness bar that fits EG, EK, DC, basically all those. I figured out a way to run them to where it'll safely work and do exactly what it needs to do, what it's intended to do. Because as you see, I have Del Sol seats in the car, and as you do know that the factory seat belt, the retractor and all that stuff, and the clamp, or not the clamp, but the seat belt thing, is on the factory seats, and there's no way to put it on this seat. So harnesses is pretty much my only option with this setup. So what I'm going to do is show you guys how to put this harness bar in into your DA9 DB, or not DB because it's a 4-door, but basically your 2-door Integra, so you can run harnesses. Basically what I'm going to first do is I'm going to pull these little tabs off there, get the right size socket, and I'm going to pull the seat belts on both sides, and I'll get back to you as soon as I'm done with that. Alright guys, for your DA Integras, you got the 17 that's sitting right there. You got another 17 right there, and then behind here you got a little 10 mil. Now I'm going to be fully taking these seat belts out. There's no back seats. There's never going to be back seats in here again. So that's why I'm showing you all the other bolts. So let me get these, get the seat belts. I also had to take off, obviously, the back plastics. I forgot to mention that. But you take off the back plastics, take off these. We'll get these seat belts out on both sides. I'll be right back. Alright. We got the seat belts out of the way. We got the plastic down, which I'm probably just going to cut it right here, so then it can sit flush up against here, as flush as possible. Now what we're going to do, normally when you mount, they would mount them right here, and they would kind of come down, come back and around the seat. This way we're going to mount them. We're going to mount them to here, and instead of going around the seat, we're going to go towards the seat and then over. That way it'll put us about right here, and then we can just, you know, adjust where we need to be at. So I'm going to throw the bolts, I'm going to throw the harness bar up right here to here, and instead of humping towards the back of the car, this part is going to be going towards the front. So basically it's going to be spun around. So I'm going to bolt this up, and then I can show you guys what exactly I mean by that, so then you could see. And then, you know, if you want to put one in your DA, if you trust the idea or not, you know. I seen this, somebody that I know has a DA, and he did this exact thing, and it's past tech at the track. He said it's just as sturdy as the, he actually has it set up the way I'm going to set it up, and he still uses the harness bar to bolt his harness to, opposed to his roll cage, which he has a roll cage in the car now. So if it worked for him, I'm assuming it's going to work for me. Not saying it's going to, not saying this is like foolproof 100%, but we're going to find out. So let me bolt this up real quick. I'll show you guys exactly where I'm working with, and we'll see if we can get this finished. It's also raining. It's really disgusting out. And oh, by the way, over there under that tarp right there, there's a little surprise for the YouTube channel. It's a whole new build series. I'm just waiting on the other car to get here, because I'm going to take two and make one. So I'll be unveiling that in a few days. I don't know if you could tell what it is by just looking at the pictures, but if you happen to be on my Facebook, you happen to be friends with me on Facebook and shit, please do not comment on the video telling what it is. So I'll be right back in a minute once I get it bolted up. I'm out of breath. I'm tired. Word of advice: when stuff just is universal, it just never wants to fit right, ever. But anyway, got her bolted right there. Bolted right there. Then we have the arms right here, where I might have to mock up some stuff to get those to sit somewhere, but I'm not 100% sure. I might be able to hook it maybe right there where the seatbelt fold things, or the seatbelt, not 100% sure what the hell they're called, but I might be able to mount it to that. Not 100% sure, but as you can see, it's not too far from the seat. It's about level right where it needs to go. It is tight. It's in there. You could stand on it most likely. If you have back seats and you plan on putting back seats, this is not possible. You're not going to have anybody in the back. Well, I mean, you could put back seats in it just to look nice, but nobody's going to be able to use them ever, because this sits right where somebody's head would sit. And I do not condone, if you do this and you put seats in your car, to have anybody in your back seat, because chances are you get in an accident, they will die. That's like without a doubt. So if you do this, don't be stupid and put people in your back seat and endanger their lives as well as yours. So basically that's that. I'm gonna mock these the support tubes. I'm gonna mock those up, and I'm gonna see where I can put those. Then once I do that, I'll turn the camera back on and I'll let you guys know what I figure out. It's trial and error, really. You know what I mean? It's all trial and error for me. So let me mock those up and I'll be right back. Guys, I got the supports bolted to the harness bar itself, and this is what I'm gonna have to do because it doesn't reach anything else. I'm gonna have to drill a hole right there, and then on the back side, or on the underside of the car, I'm gonna have to put a little not a bracket, but a nice thick piece of metal, because this is kind of, I mean, it's strong, but I just don't trust it that much. Put a little piece of metal with a hole drilled in it, just for some added support. Stick it through, and then bolt that straight to the trunk there, and the same thing on the other side. It does seem like it's a little tiny bit uneven, just where the supports are going to be bolted at, but I really don't think it is. I think the harness bar itself might be a tiny bit uneven, but I mean, it's going to do its job. Basically what these supports are for is so the harness bar itself can't go up or down or anything like that. It's just to hold that harness bar sturdy and from, you know, moving around, because basically, even though it's tight, if you would, you know, slam on that hard enough, you could push it down or you could push it up, and that's the last thing you want to do when you have harnesses on, is, you know, your harness bar slipping around or whatever. So there she is. I mean, for kind of like a stepping on my interior pieces, that's cool. I guess for something that doesn't fit perfect, for something being universal, I mean, it didn't really turn out that bad. I plan on getting 2 Kirky seats. If you don't know what they are, they're the aluminum race seats. I plan on getting 2 of those. I'm debating on if I want to fully gut the interior. Not fully, I mean, I'll still have a dash, but I'll get rid of like the heat, all the AC components, the blower motor, basically all that stuff, and just keep, you know, the necessities of what I need for the car. The other series that I'm putting together is going to be for basically a daily drive, or something that I could drive around, so then I could do whatever I please to this. This can kind of be the drag car, I guess you can call it. I mean, let's not sugarcoat it. This could basically just be the track car that I, you know, I'll take it out on the street every once in a while, keep it registered, insured, and all that. But There's just a lot of stuff I'd like to do to it that I feel like if I don't have a daily as like a backup, I'm kind of hesitant on doing it. But since I get that I have the project daily driver coming up, that I can actually do what I please to this car and feel good about it. So I'm gonna probably wrap this up. I'm gonna put the interior pieces that I'm putting back in, I'm gonna put them in real quick and everything. I'm gonna clean everything up, clean out the inside of the car, get all the trash and stuff and all this junk out, and then once I get all that done, I'm gonna wipe the bar down and stuff, and then I'll give you another look at it with the interior panel and everything back in, so you can get a good idea of what it looks like and everything. And I'm debating on whether or not I just want to cut this video and then do, like, come back another day when it's not wet and raining and disgusting out, where I can actually get under the car and put the bolts in it and everything. But I might just throw that in another video and just call it the harness bar update, something like that, because you basically get the idea. You know how to get these, to work. Usually with the bars spun around the other way, they go to your seatbelt mounts, which are down in this little corner down here, which this car does not have because it has automatic seatbelts. So now you guys know, you get the idea of how to do it. If you have a DA, Integra, or you know what I mean, anything with automatic seatbelts, you want a harness bar. I'm not guaranteeing that one just like this will fit, but there's always a chance. You can do some measuring and whatever, and you can figure it out. So what I'm going to do now is, like I said, I'm going to clean everything out, and give you guys just a quick peek of overall how it looks when everything's cleaned up. But so far it looks pretty good. I'm kind of wishing I would have went with black, but I could always paint it later on down the line if I really need to. So I'm going to clean this up and I'll be right back. Guys, excuse my breath. Got everything all cleaned up, got the interior back in, got it cleaned a little bit, and that's how she's looking, man. She looks pretty good. I decided I'm going to mount them probably on the top here instead of the sides. I just think it looks a little bit better. So let me know what you guys think, man. Like I said, I'm going to do another video where I drill the holes, make the plates. I might weld plates on the inside and then weld a plate on the underside, drill a hole in that, just to be safe. You know what I mean? It might be too much, but rather be safe than sorry. So I'm gonna do that in a whole nother video. So let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.